What do you think of when you hear the word machine? A machine is something that makes it easier to do things. Did you know that there are some machines out there that are very simple? They often have no or very few moving parts and no motor. Really? There are 6 basic types of simple machines. They are the lever, the inclined plane, the wheel and axle, the pulley, the screw, and the wedge. These simple machines make work easier by letting us move things with less force. Levers let us use less force by having the force act over a greater distance. For example, on a seesaw, a smaller person can lift a larger person if the smaller person moves further away from the pivot point. An inclined plane will spread the force over a greater distance too. Instead of lifting a heavy rock straight up, you can use a ramp to reduce the force needed to lift the rock. But you need to drag the rock for a longer distance. Sometimes, inclined planes do not look like inclined planes. Take, for instance, stairs. Stairs make it easier for us to go up because the force is spread over a greater distance. Ramps make it even easier for us to go up. Ramps also help people who cannot use stairs, like people in wheelchairs. Speaking of wheels, the wheel and axle make work easier because they reduce friction when you move something. Initially, humans used log rollers or rocks to move things, and they had to take rollers from behind and put them in front. With the axle, the wheel could be attached on the end and turn freely about the axle. The axle would support the load. Did you know if you have a rounded surface, you could have square wheels? This might have been how Egyptians moved the large blocks of stone for the pyramids. Pulleys are made up of a rope wrapped around a wheel. Pulleys make moving things easier by changing the direction of the force. Which is easier to do, pulling up on a rope or pulling down on a rope? With a pulley, you can pull down on a rope. You can add a weight onto the rope or have more people pull down, making it easier to lift your load. Using multiple pulleys lowers the force needed to lift something by using longer ropes. Screws are actually inclined planes. See this triangle? It looks like a ramp, right? If I twist the triangle around this pipe, you will see a spiral. It looks like a screw. Screws change turning force into straight line force. We have 2 general types of screws: attaching screws and lifting screws. Attaching screws will hold things together. Lifting screws will move things. You've probably seen a lifting screw during the wintertime. Our last simple machine is the wedge. Wedges can cut or separate things. A wedge is also related to the inclined plane because it is really 2 inclined planes stuck together. Inclined planes don't move, but help us move things over the ground. Wedges lift things as they move. They're like moving inclined planes. A wedge can cut and separate hard things like wood or soft things like water and snow. Many mechanisms and complicated machines are combinations of simple machines. If you look around, you'll start to notice all of the simple machines that are out there making our lives easier. And we can also use simple machines